Hi, friends. So today in reading, we are going to work on our wild weather presentations. You all did an amazing job last week working on your research questions and figuring out all about your wild weather topic. So today I'm going to take you step by step on how to complete your wild weather presentation. And I'm going to give you some great details on how to make your presentation unique and creative. So first, I'm going to share my screen. And then as you guys can see, this is my wild weather presentation that I completed all by myself. So my wild weather was dust storms. You see I put the title of my wild weather. I inserted a photo and then of course my name. The next slide is I had to describe my wild weather. So of course I inserted another picture that showed what a dust storm looks like. And I wrote a dust storm can also be called a sandstorm. It is a wall of dust and debris that is often blown into an area by strong winds from thunderstorms. My next slide says, how does the wild weather form? So the picture that I inserted showed an example of how wild weather forms. So you want to make sure when you're inserting pictures, it has something to do with whatever slide you're on. So I wrote, dust storms arise when a gust from thunderstorms or other strong winds blow loose sand and dirt from a dry surface. Dust storms can also happen if there's a large accumulation of dirt, loose dirt, and earth in an area. My next slide, which is just my next research question. What time of year is the wild weather most likely to happen? So again, I put a picture that had something to do with the topic or related to the topic. And I wrote, in the United States, dust storms are most common in the Southwest, where they peak in the springtime, especially in dry and flat regions like Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. They can occur in desert regions across the world. So just make sure that you're adding as much detail as possible. I shouldn't see 3-word sentences. You're using your research because you're being the teacher. You are teaching someone else about that wild weather. So you want to use as much detail as possible. The next slide says, what damage does the wild weather cause? So I tried to find a picture that shows some type of damage of the wild weather. And it says, dust storms strike with little warning, making driving conditions dangerous. Blinding, choking dust can quickly reduce seeing, causing accidents that may involve chain collisions, creating massive pileups. Dust storms can also damage crops and livestock. So the next slide, it says, how can families prepare for the wild weather? So I'm going to add my information here on this side of the slide, and then I just type whatever answer or whatever research that I found from last week. I'm going to show you how to insert a photo. So basically you take your cursor and you're going to go up to the word insert. You're going to click that. And then you're going to go to image and then go over to where it says search the web. And so when you search the web, you see I already typed it in, but you just you type in dust storms or whatever your wild weather is. You type that in and then you kind of just search through and find a picture that you like the best. So I'm just going to choose, let me see, let me try. I am going to choose this photo. And then once I click it and I see a check mark and it says one selected, I press insert. And there you go. My photo's inserted. I'm gonna make it smaller. So how you make it smaller is you just take the top corner and then you just press it down and drag it. And you can see it's getting smaller and then there it is. I also like to add borders around my photos. So once you click the photo, what you do is you go to these like 3 little lines and it says border weight. You click that and you can make the border as big or as small as you want. I like going to 8 points or 4 points, and I'm just going to do that. And then you can select the border color. So if I want my border to be green, I can have a green border, blue, anything to make it creative and unique. So that's my blue border. Also, I can make it a little larger. There we go. Also, you can do the same thing with like the border up here. If I want to change the color, I can change it to orange. Also, to change the font on your wild weather presentation, you simply just click the end of the words that you want highlighted. And so you just highlight them like that, real slow. And then you go to fonts. And I have different fonts here. This one is my favorite, so I'm going to click that one. And there, it changed the font. If I want to change the color of my font, I highlight it. And right there where it says that A, it has text color, and I can change the text color. I'm going to leave it black, but you can change it to different colors. There it is. It's red or blue. I'm going to change it back to black. And then that's how you do your wild weather presentation. That's how you make it unique. Remember, if you have any other questions, let me know. Also, if you need to go back and add some details to your research, do that. There's a link with the rubric to help you decide how your presentation is supposed to be completed. Make sure you use that if you want to receive the best grade possible. Also, make sure that if you have any questions, let me know. And then I can help you. Okay? I'm going to stop sharing. All right.